I failed 75 hard, but I'm gonna give you 7.5 things I learned from continuing the challenge from day 1 to day 75. My results speak for themselves. Let's get into it. So with this challenge, it required you to read 10 pages a day, drink a gallon of water every day, take a photo of yourself every day, work out twice a day for 45 minutes, one of them having to be outside, no drinking, no smoking, nothing, none of that stuff, right? So I made it to about day 45, 46, and I got me some Zaxby's. I got some Zaxby's. I folded under pressure. I was driving back home from Huntsville, and it was a day full of packing and a whole bunch of other stuff, and I was just on the road all day. Drove past Zaxby's. I wanted it. I got it. I was staying away from all fried food to keep my diet going, and that's what got me. But I didn't want to be like, oh, that's it for the challenge. We're done for. We're cooked. We failed. No, I wanted to keep going because I wanted to still test myself. And there were some days where I didn't drink a full gallon of water. I drank like 3 or 4 bottles. And there were some days I only read like 7, 8 pages. But you know what I did do? I stayed consistent the whole 75 hard. I stayed consistent. Not at 100%, but if I was gonna give myself a rating, I'd probably pass with a 95. Most definitely, because most days I did work out two times a day. Just about every day for 75 days, one of them being outside. I was even running out in the rain. We on day 3 of 75 hard. I'm completing my workout outside like I said I would. If you ain't think I was gonna finish it up with this, you wrong. I'm gonna do this every day. I was running out in the rain. It was intense. It was an intense 75 hard. For all the people that have known me, I don't like reading. I didn't like reading. But you know what? I started reading. I got this book. I was reading this book. I got some Einstein, The Art of War. We keep going. Bruce Lee, and The Daily Laws. I love this book, by the way. The Daily Laws. If you don't have The Daily Laws, get The Daily Laws. It's great. And that's not even my favorite one of all. Let's go get it. Or that I read completely in its entirety. Oh, and we cannot forget, I was reading the Bible too. So, all of these books that I have read, and I am still continuing to read, but The Art of Peace. The Art of Peace, not The Art of War. Definitely a good book, a good read right here. Anyway, so what did I learn from doing this challenge? What did I learn? What did I do? How did I feel? My results speak for themselves. I feel great. I look great. I play great. And nothing's ever going to stop me from this. So I have 7.5 things that I learned from completing 75 hard and why you should try to do the same thing. The first thing that I learned, so if you don't know, I'm in school doing aerospace engineering. I have a job, I have work that I do, and I also had to read 10 pages a day, which I wasn't a big reader, so it took me a good bit. Not proud of the time it took me to read the 10 pages, but now I'm a quick reader. I would say a quicker reader. I'm getting quicker. Anyways, but did that, worked out 2 times a day, so I had to wake up early, and it really put in perspective how much time I have in a day. There's so much time. We all have the same 24 hours. If we use that wisely, we could do so much in a day. We could do so much. What helped me the most with that is my iPad. So I have my iPad, and before I would go to bed, I would write out, okay, I'm waking up at 7 a.m. I'm gonna work out from 7 a.m. to 7:45, or I'm gonna work out from 7 a.m. to about 8:30 a.m. because I need to stretch and do everything before I can actually work out. Then I'm gonna eat. Then I'm gonna go to work. Then I'm gonna go to class. Then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna study. Then I'm gonna work out again. Then I'm gonna, it just keeps going. Keep you on track. It keeps you on track. So the second thing that I learned from 75 hard is it's not about how hard you go all the time. You don't gotta go 100%, because I promise you, if you go at 100% for the whole 75 days, you will burn yourself out. You out here doing powerlifting and running miles and miles every day. You're not gonna, maybe you can, maybe you Superman, you Iron Man. Do you, bro, or gal, but do you, but you're not gonna make it a full 75 days of putting yourself at 100%. Do not do that. There are days that you want to hit harder than others, but you have to know when your body is tired. You have to really know your body and be like, okay, I'm still recovering from like my hard workout that I did on Tuesday. It's Thursday. I need to take it light today. I need to just lift some less heavy weights and maybe go on a walk. For example, for some of my 45-minute workouts outside, I took my dog out for a walk. 45 minutes. I'm working out, he's working out. Perfect, right? Perfect. It does not specify how hard you need to work out. You just need to work out. One of them needs to be outside. The third thing that I learned, going back into being outside, it is so beautiful outside. I promise you, if you are someone that always works in an office and comes home and they're just inside all the time, you miss out on all like the beautiful things that we would see as children, just being outside, playground, whatever, that we take for granted every day. I saw some ants one time. I was like, man, ants. Anyways, let me lock in. But I'm so serious, because it's the little things in nature that you see that will bring everything back into perspective for you. And you're like, man, everything is so beautiful out here. It is so beautiful outside. So that is what I learned from working out outside and just being outside more. 4, tell your loved ones your goals. If you tell your loved ones your goals, they will check in on you, ask you how you're doing, hold you accountable. It's like, oh, you ain't supposed to, don't do that. Like, did you read today? Yeah, they hold you accountable. They ask you how you're doing, and then you're able to lean on them and be like, hey, I'm feeling tired. You want to work out with me or whatever? You could do things like that. Tell your loved ones what you are planning to do, and this goes beyond 75 hard. Tell your loved ones what you want to do in your goals, and they will help you achieve them. And you should do the same for them. Relationships go both ways. All right, 5, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. I took on a big challenge taking on this challenge. I ended up not completing it how I wanted to complete it, but I still saw it all the way through. You got to know, without struggle, there is no progress. There is no gaining. Without you putting yourself outside your comfortability zone, you aren't going to gain anything. You're going to be comfortable where you were at. Before I started this challenge, I was comfortable in the fact that I worked out maybe 2-3 times a week and ate whatever I want. I was comfortable there. I didn't want to see, I thought I was really fit when I started the challenge. When I look at my results now, I'm like, man, I'm way more fit than the dude who started the challenge. And it's all about me challenging myself, and I'm going to continue to challenge myself because I want to continue to soar to new heights. I say just challenge yourself. That's what this challenge has taught me. By challenging yourself, you put yourself in adverse situations and you come out of that even stronger. Even if you didn't pass the challenge, how you saw it originally going in the first place. Challenge yourself. The 6th thing that I learned was you are going to fail. And I don't mean that to be negative. I don't mean that to say you can't do it. I'm telling you this because I want you to fail. Not the challenge. I want you to fail in life. I want you to fail in life, see how you failed, and build a bridge over it. Go over it. Plow through it. Demolish it. Axe it down. Whatever you do, when you see that failure, I want you to hit it hard and never do it again. Learn from your mistakes and go past all of your failures. When you look back at your life, you want to be like, man, I failed at this. I failed at this. I failed at this. I'm not a failure because I learned from all of those. I learned from all those. I fail. Success, fail, success. I try to say that so many times fast. But you see what I'm saying here? You have to fail to succeed. You tell me one successful person that just kept going, never failed once. Drop him or her in the comments, please. 7, God did. God didn't believe in us. God did. Because without him, without me getting closer to him, I got closer to him during this challenge. So important for me to shout him out and say, listen, this challenge is tough on you mentally. It's tough on you physically. And if you don't add that spiritual part into this challenge, it's going to be even harder to get through it. So God has helped me. And throughout this challenge, kept hearing things, seeing things online, just reminders that we have God's power within us. So whenever I feel like Dion cannot do something, I know that the God within me can do it and will not settle for anything less, because that is my higher self. That is me putting myself out there and being like, I can do it. I can definitely do it. So put God first, keep God in your life. But without him, I would not have been able to succeed in this challenge how I succeeded. All right, now for the halves, we're at 7.5. Once you do a challenge like this, once you do a 75 hard, 45 hard, 30 day, whatever, 75 soft, once you do a challenge like this, it doesn't become a challenge anymore. I'm not sitting here at the end of this being like, man, okay, that's over with. And now, you know what I want to do? I want to eat a full pizza, because that's something I told myself I was going to do at the end of this challenge. I was like, man, by the end of this challenge, I'm going to want to eat like a full Meat Lovers pepperoni Pacific Rim pizza from Mellow Mushroom. I wanted that. Now, you ask me that now, I don't want that crap. That is like, that's how I think of some of these foods now. It's just like garbage I'm putting in my body because now I know what's better. One thing that you will learn about yourself is once you get off of something that is bad and you've healed from it, you look at it as something you don't want, even if it's something that you craved back in the day. It's something that just kept coming at you, that hunger inside of you just kept wanting it, kept pulling it towards you. I'm not talking about food anymore. I'm just talking about anything that is bad for you. Once you get over it, you're over it. It's not gonna, if you put that substance back in your body, it's gonna hurt you. If you go back to that person, they're gonna hurt you. So, like I said, once you know better, you do better. Once you do something like this, it becomes a lifestyle. It literally becomes a lifestyle. I've changed the course of my life through this challenge. And I'm gonna stay consistent. I'm gonna continue reading. I'm gonna continue drinking my water. I'm going to continue to work out. Now I feel like I should work out twice a day, every day. If I'm not, I'm sitting here doing push-ups when I was normally working out twice a day, like just all the, because I know I'm just gonna work out one time today. Now I'm like, man, I need to do some push-ups or something because this ain't right. I need to be working out twice, right? I'm gonna continue to be sober, because one thing about being sober that this challenge has taught me is a lot of the emotions I was getting from other things was not me accessing another part of myself. I already had access to that part of myself in my sober self. I just didn't feel like I had that. So me going to the social events and everything without any sort of alcohol, man, I was just sitting there like the first time I was like, man, this is cool. But then I was like, you know what? Like, no, I'm still me without the alcohol. My friends know I'm not drinking. I still feel included with them and everything. I can talk to them, and now I just feel like I got a level head and I could grind and wake up early and do everything I need to do tomorrow. So I'm gonna continue doing everything that I've been doing in the challenge. It's just now that consistency has built a lifestyle. That being said, Young Sung Hada, be wise. I love you, dreamers. Thank you to everyone that supported me in this journey. It is not the end. It is not the last one. I have much planned in my life. So be wise. See you, dreamers. Love y'all.